Morning, everybody. This is Carl Julius League, and today I'm going to bring you another portrait, a painting I did for my show Prelude, which was exhibited at the Brownsville Museum of Fine Art last year. And it was a series of portraits of children who later became serial killers. And in back of me here, I have Charles Witman. He was the University of Texas Tower sniper. He was born June 24th, 1941 in Lake Worth, Florida. Died August 1st, 1966. He was gunned down by police during sniper attacks. I'm going to go through this really quickly because I think this information is very pertinent to you understanding the painting, which I'll show you a few more details after I read this to you. Charles Witman was taught at an early age by his father how to handle guns. Charles was a good student and an Eagle Scout, and later joined the Marines when he turned 18 in 1959. This helped him escape from his perfectionist and demanding father, who had a violent temper. While Witman underwent boot camp in South Carolina, he earned a sharpshooter ranking and served at Cuba's Guantanamo Navy base for more than a year. Via a special military program, he later entered the University of Texas, majoring in mechanical engineering, where he met his future wife, Catherine Leisner. They married in 1962. Due to poor academic performance, Witman returned to the Marine Corps in 1963. By mid-decade, he was honorably discharged and returned to UT in Austin, majoring in architecture in 1966. Witman was suffering from severe headaches that were affecting his mental state. He wrote in diaries about his bouts of head pain, depression, and violent thoughts. Before he took an assortment of weapons and supplies in a trunk up the UT Tower on August 1st, 1966, he fatally stabbed and shot his mother, and then stabbed his sleeping wife to death. He wrote in a letter that he wanted to end his mother's suffering at the hands of his abusive father, but couldn't come up with any specific reason for murdering his wife. He entered the tower disguised as a maintenance employee in overalls and took the elevator to the top of the observation deck. There he began shooting at people below with pinpoint accuracy. The rampage lasted less than 2 hours. Most of the deaths and injuries occurred in the first 15 to 20 minutes. A total of 14 people were murdered, including 2 police officers and 30 wounded. 2 armed officers eventually made it up the tower to the observation deck during the onslaught and finally gunned down Witman. He died 2 hours later. In one of his writings, he wanted his brain examined after his death to check the signs of physical cause of mental illness. His request was granted through a police autopsy, which showed that he had a brain tumor. Medical experts disagree over whether it had any influence on Witman's behavior. The tower observation deck also becoming the site of several suicides. The school closed the area in the mid-1970s, but reopened in 1999 in a special ceremony. So this is Charles Witman. There's a picture of him when he was about 3 years old, and his father was a big gun advocate, taught all his children how to shoot a gun, take care of it, maintenance, all that stuff, cleaning. And I kind of did him in the style of one of Michelangelo's Putos, the little assistants in the back of the Sibyls and the Prophets on the Sistine Chapel. As you can see, he's holding these 2 rifles. And of course, I made reference in the background the targets, that he was a marksman. So all the backgrounds were an indication of what was going to happen at the height of their infamy. In this case, he was shooting people with pinpoint accuracy from the UT observation tower. So it was a horrible day. Now, I also have this is from the show Prelude, in which this painting plus 19 other ones were displayed. This was last year at the Brownsville Museum of Fine Art. And I hope to take this show on tour. The gallery was set up as a playground. So it gave the observer to peruse and look back at their own childhood as well as these children. And the question was, what in the world happened? What caused these innocent children to become serial killers? Some of them, of course, came from very abusive homes, but not all of them did. Some of them came from very good, hardworking families. So was a very interesting and terrifying subject at the same time. But I always wondered, while watching a documentary on these serial killers, they were, my thoughts were they were children too, just like you and I. What the hell happened? What series of events or event, took them to the dark side in which they could never come back? Anyway, it's from the show Prelude. If you want to see the exhibit, go to Google and write in the thread Artropolis Videos. Artropolis Videos, and you'll see it. Prelude. Click on it. It's about a half-hour interview. Plus, I take you on a personal tour of the whole exhibit. I think you'll really enjoy it. And also, I encourage you to go to my YouTube channel under Carl Julius Leaks Art and Music. I'm performing 20 arrangements, popular children's tune, which I did in 2012. And I'm trying to drum up a lot of support in getting them published. So I hope you'll enjoy those, and they also include other videos such as this one of more serial killer. So again, I bring you Charles Witman, the UT Observation Tower Sniper. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you later. Peace.